What's good, y'all? It's your boy Lazarus back at it again with another video. And today we are going to be reacting to the rules of modern dating and understanding women. It's complicated. We're gonna react to this video and see how it goes. Might learn some truth out of this. End up learning some truth. You feel me? Might. Just might. Let's get into it.
Who has more experience dealing with the opposite sex, men or women?
Women.
Why?
Because they don't have the same thing that a man has. They have something that a man wants.
I'd say
True.
women.
I'd say women.
Yeah, women have more experience.
Why do you think so?
I mean, I feel like it's just kind of men are always approaching women more than women approach men, and like,
Yeah.
you know, just the gender norms that we already have.
So then, why are men expected to be more experienced than women at the same age?
Oh my God.
High standards? I don't know.
Yeah, maybe it's just the standards, the social stigma around men because
Yeah.
they say that they're more childish and they don't develop as quickly as women do, that they stay kind of immature.
Do you think that might explain why a lot of women tend to go for older men?
Yes.
Yeah, definitely.
Absolutely.
Women would go for an older man because they see an older man as a father figure.
Why else would women
That's
go
so
for
true.
older men?
Shmoney, baby.
Oh my gosh, that
Money,
doggone nails.
Security, safety, protection, house, family. They know what the fuck they want at a young age. Men don't.
What are your thoughts on the following statement? What gets the most attention from women is not giving them attention.
Absolutely. Women just want attention. That's it. You give them attention, they'll give you whatever the fuck you want.
Isn't that counterintuitive?
Not really. If you make a girl laugh, she'll literally do anything for you. Give her some food, she'll be happy instead of angry.
That is kind of true. Except it comes to a point where it's like, okay, I'm done with you. You know?
Yeah, I don't know.
Like,
women-
nobody wants, like, someone that doesn't give them attention.
Yeah, women definitely feed off of attention a lot more
Yeah.
than men do.
I feel like as a woman, a man should be obsessed with me. To a point, not to where like he want to kill me or anything, but he should be obsessed with me to where, what are you doing, where you at, all of that. Me as a female,
No, heck no. I'm gonna tell you straight up, it is never, and I will, to all the homies and the women, to my melanated sisters, that is not healthy. For one, y'all are unattracted to that. There's levels to the attention that women want from a man. If you're always available as a man, if you're always available to the chick, she's not gonna see the attention that you give to her as being valuable. There's a reason why you need to be focused on yourself as a man. Yes, women's want for attention is just like their currency, bro. They need it regardless. Even though they be like, oh, I don't want attention, they naturally want it. It is a part of their biological inheritance. They biologically cannot go without getting attention. It starts developing at a young age when they're freaking babies. And then it goes all the way further up till they're grown adults. Whereas men, we end up being forced to learn that, yo, we have to develop our own, you know what I'm saying, self-worth, and understanding that the limelight is not always going to be on us. You know what I'm saying? But the women, they feel like if they're not getting it, they're not being valued. You know what I'm saying? And that's the crazy part of it. That's why some women need to know how to tame it. I know it's something that they're biologically, like they have in their system, and they have no choice. They have no choice but to accept the fact that they want attention from a man that they admire and respect. They have no choice, but they need to know how to have a balance with it. You feel me? Have a balance. But that obsession, women do not like that. I'm sorry. There's not one woman on the planet that should like that, to be obsessed about. There's things that men need to be obsessed about more than a woman. We need to be obsessed with our careers, our goals. We need to be obsessed with that more than the woman that we are dealing with. Period.
if I
can go talk to somebody or flirt with somebody and I see automatically that they're just all over me, it turns me off straight away. But if I go to you and I'm kind of like flirty with you, but you're like hesitant or you don't show me no attention, in my mind, I'm like, why? And it makes me more interested. So yeah, I completely 100% agree with that statement.
So how can a man give a woman the attention that she wants while still remaining a challenge?
Ooh, that's a good one. That's a good one.
I don't know if I could answer.
That's easy. Easy. You give her crumbs. You give her crumbs, man. And then after you give her crumbs and she tries to come back again, because this is what women do. When they first try to come at you with that flirtatious vibe, you act nonchalant with it. And then you come out of nowhere with that flirtatious vibe and she's like, oh, you wasn't giving this to me earlier. Why is it giving this to me now? So she plays with it a little bit. And then you like, okay, cool, for sure. And then y'all go about y'all day. Y'all don't really do nothing too serious. You probably get the number, exchange numbers, whatever the freak it may be, Instagram. And then you go about your life, but you don't really hit her up. And then you go see her again, like at school or something, right? And then she does that same thing, tries to be more flirtatious with you. You don't do nothing. You just focus on what you got to do at that moment, not really worried about her. She's going to be like, what the heck? What's going on? And anything like that. And then, next thing you know, you text her another time, and then you set up a date. That's just how simple as it is. This is if you're seeing the girl consistently. Now, if it's a girl that you just, met in person, and then, like let's say for instance, you met the girl in person, and then you get her number, that's just, about making her more comfortable to hang out with you. So typically, what you do is pretty much just like how I just explained it, the push and pull, but right now you need to do a little bit of a push because you need to hang out with her. So after you get the number, you just FaceTime her and then set up a time to hang out and then hang out with the chick. After you hang out with that chick and y'all do whatever y'all need to do, you can go back to your own place. I don't care if you sleep with her on the first date. It don't matter. It doesn't matter if you get some or don't. You go home and you pull back. Wait for her to text you first. Wait for her to hit you up or whatever the case may be. Period. That's just how it works. It's called a push and pull method, man. That's all it really is.
To that, I don't know. There's not a line. I feel like it's just really your type and how much you can put up with. Some men really like giving women attention, and that's what they enjoy.
Are women more attracted to nice guys or bad boys?
Bad boys, baby. I've had plenty.
So then why should men care about what women want?
They really don't.
But should they?
Well, yeah.
But then that wouldn't make him a bad boy. That would make him a nice guy, and then women wouldn't be attracted to them, right?
Exactly. Then they find out and dump them.
Are women more impressed by what a man is willing or unwilling to do in order to get sex?
I think more unwilling. Just because as a female, especially being, not on no cocky shit, a pretty female, we know how easy sex comes to us. So for a man to try really, really hard to get sex, to me, it's not something that's gonna make me interested at all. Like, you have to be the type to make me want to have sex with you. You get what I'm saying?
So isn't that counterintuitive?
A bit.
Okay.
A bit.
Okay. And if a man was willing to try really hard to get sex, wouldn't that be a simp? Would that be thirsty?
A little bit. Every man has to be a little bit thirsty, and so does every female. I believe, especially if you're in a relationship, you both have to be some sort of a simp.
Would you prefer a guy that has too little experience in the bedroom or too much experience in the bedroom?
Honestly, it doesn't matter. You just kind of learn with it every single time you go. Because let's face it, not everyone kisses the same way. Not everyone has the sex the same way. Not everyone has the same experience. It could be the first time. It could be the last time. They could have just gotten out of a shitty 10-year relationship. Who cares? You just kind of explore each other with each other at the same time. And each new relationship is a different story.
Would you prefer a man who has too little experience in the bedroom or too much experience in the bedroom?
Too much experience.
Why?
Because I don't have time to teach you.
Why do women expect men to be good in bed if sex is such a hard thing for men to acquire?
Because it should come natural.
Can men be good lovers Can men learn to be good lovers from watching porn?
Well, yeah. So can women. I've learned a lot from porn myself.
Are women harder to satisfy inside or outside of the bedroom?
Outside.
Why?
Because inside, anybody could get off. It's outside that takes precedence over anything.
They say that 70% of women do not climax from intercourse. Why would a woman rather fake an orgasm than teach her partner how to give her a real one?
Because I feel like some women just feel bad. Like they feel like they're criticizing them or something. Like I'd rather teach because I don't want them to suck, but.
Yeah, I mean, teaching, it's just not easy to look at a man and be like, that didn't do it for me. But it's definitely better to do that. It's just hard.
Yeah, you don't want to like put them down, I feel like.
I will not have sex with nobody if I know you cannot make me climax. For other people, I don't know how they do it. I believe I'm very verbal, so if I don't like what you're doing, I'm gonna move you. I'm gonna tell you what to do, because this is for both of us. We're having sex for the both of us, not just for you and not just for me.
When you order a steak from a restaurant,
that.
do you tell the waiter how you want it prepared, or do you just expect him to know?
I tell them how I want it.
I tell them how I want it. I'm very
Why are
straightforward.
people in restaurants often picky about the way they want their meals prepared, yet when it comes to sex, they expect their partners to just know how to please them?
That's an intimate thing. You don't have like
Yeah.
an intimate bond with your waiter or your waitress. That's like, I'm never gonna see them again, so I'll just be straight up. But when you're in bed with somebody, it's like, oh my God, I'm gonna have to do this again.
But wouldn't you be more likely then to tell them?
I usually tell them. I don't know how it is for every person, but
Tell me how you want to be fucked.
exactly. Yeah.
It's hard. It's really difficult to look somebody in the eye and like be like you're doing it wrong.
Okay.
I don't agree with females that like fake their orgasms. I think you're not gonna teach him how to get better. He's not gonna know what to do and how to please you and how to make it right if you don't teach him.
Well, isn't every woman different in terms of what satisfies them?
Absolutely, but as a guy, if you are already sexually active, you should already know what you are doing. There's porn, there is so much on the internet, there are so many different things to find out the basic things and the basic ways to please a woman. I genuinely believe it is not that hard, but men are so focused on getting their nut most of the time that they don't really care.
Can people learn to be good lovers from watching porn?
No,
Why not?
because porn don't show you love. It just show you sexual preferences or sexual lust, but it don't show you how to treat a woman or how to know about her feelings or even not know about her feelings when she feeling a certain way.
When you watch porn, is it more for educational value or for entertainment value?
When I was young and I used to watch it, it was more for entertainment value. It was more for trying to figure out what was going on because I was a kid. So it was like, what is this?
Okay, but now?
But now I haven't watched it since I've been a kid. So but if I was to watch it, I probably wouldn't be that interested in it because it's like better. It's not good as the real thing.
What are your thoughts on the following expression? If you chase women, you'll eventually run out of money, but if you chase money, you'll never run out of women.
Well, it implies that most women are gold diggers
Yeah.
and that they care more about money than anything. And I don't think that's true.
Okay, maybe it's just a stereotype or a stigma.
It is.
I'm gonna tell you straight up, every woman cares about money, and it's not the reason that there are gold diggers. You need money to wipe your booty cheeks. Think about it, man. If you don't even have enough money to feed yourself, put clothes on your back, and to put food, feed yourself, put clothes on your back, and wipe your butt cheek, and take a shower, hygienical stuff, just your physical self, then how will you ever attract a person anyway? So it's not about gold digging and all that. That's when it comes to higher status men and women that just make a whole bunch of money that they could just blow it on a Lamborghini. That's a gold digger. A woman that wants that from a man is a gold digger. But regular provisioning, that's not a gold digger. Everybody needs money to take care of themselves. Period.
It's a stereotype, definitely.
Okay, what is the definition of lust?
To crave somebody.
Relationship or not, a guy is going to continue to explore his options because he doesn't run off of feelings, he runs off of lust. With a female, it's lust in your whole phase, but once you catch feelings, you can really settle down and stop what you're doing. But with a male, you will continue off of lust.
Lust is defined as a passionate desire for something, like a lust for sex or power. What is the difference between men lusting after sex and women lusting after money?
No difference in my mind. It's the same thing. You just want something that you can't have or shouldn't have because it gives you too much power, and that power is the one that screws you up and screws society up.
So why are men shamed for what they lust after while women are often encouraged to lust after money?
Men are lust after money too. What the heck are you smoking?
I feel like for men, it's more of like a personal satisfaction, intimate one, than for women, it's just kind of like it's a power satisfaction. Like I get everything I want now.
Why are men shamed for what they lust after while women are often encouraged to lust after money?
I think it's the way that society treats men as though they're lower. I think it all has to do with that stigma, really, that women are more hyped up than men are.
Isn't sex something that's shared while money is something that's taken?
Yes.
Yeah.
Don't men use power to get sex while women use sex to get power?
I don't want to say it's true, but it kind of is.
Yeah.
It's a little true.
It's true. We know this. Men use their power to get the sexual pleasure, and women use their sexual appearance stuff to get the power from a man. That's why they go for powerful men. And the power stigma comes from money. But to acquire that money, you need to have that knowledge.
Do women crave attention?
Oh, God, yes. I'm a Leo.
Do men crave sex?
Every 5 minutes they think about it. Did you know that?
Why are men shamed for what they lust after, but women aren't?
Because they're pigs.
What is the definition of lust?
Always wanting it, thinking about it all the time.
Lust is a passionate desire for something, like a lust for sex or power. What is the difference between men lusting after sex versus women lusting after money?
It's about the same thing. Because women want money and men want sex. Goes hands in hand.
Isn't sex something that's shared while money is something that's taken?
Basically. But a lot of times they'll give you money for sex. And that not always is it prostitution. Sometimes it's just a gift they leave on the table.
Do women put themselves on a pedestal, or does society pedestalize the women?
Society pedestalizes women, absolutely.
Do you think women are overhyped in our society?
Yes.
Do you think that contributes to their loneliness?
Yes.
Why?
Because I feel like we get obsessed with our own looks and our own how we look, so to say, and Instagram, and it becomes we don't need nobody. We know what we look like. We know how easy it is to get somebody if we wanted it. And I feel like at the end of the day, that does result in a lot of loneliness because your body will only get you so far.
So do you think empowering women might be counterproductive?
Yes. To a certain extent. To a certain extent, though.
Okay, can you elaborate a little more on that?
I believe everybody should be empowered, both men and women. I am not sexist in the slightest bit, so I look at everybody as equal. So I feel the same empowerment we have for women should be the same empowerment we have for men. But I do feel that society tends to level up the empowerment of women just because of what our bodies and what we look like.
Our society is constantly empowering women. Where do you see our society empowering men?
I don't have an answer. That was a good question. That's kind of sad. That was a good question. I don't have an answer for that.
That's tough, man. Yeah, shout out to Taylor the Fiend. He the homie too, but bruh, that's crazy. That light skinned chick. I know I have my soft spots for light skins, but intelligent light skin? Sheesh, never. But I'm just saying, regardless though, society is mostly granted towards women, regardless of what we think out here in these streets, cuz. Regardless of what anybody thinks, it always will gravitate to the women, bro. All the time. We have no control of what's going to happen in these processes and what's going to be accomplished. through these agendas besides, you know, I don't even know what I just said. I'm just rambling at this point. I'm tired. I don't know if y'all can tell, but your boy is tired. But this was a good video, and I'm glad this dude goes around and asks people difficult questions that they probably might not be comfortable with answering. But yeah, man, that's why I tell y'all homies, go for the dog on power. Knowledge is power, and power is money. Always remember that. So gain some knowledge on something that you're interested in, learn how to make some money from it, gain that power, and then of course provisioning for yourself and for a woman can be acceptable, but you got to understand how to read a woman. That's why they have certain channels such as stephiscold, Alpha Male Strategies, fitxfearless, MJ Get Right. There's a lot of people out there that are willing to put in the work to help you guys understand how women work. Like, attention is their currency and they need that stuff. But I'm gonna tell you straight up, regular provisioning is something that they crave for constantly. One of the two biggest things that women constantly think about all the doggone time throughout their day-to-day life is the attention that they're getting from men and them taking care of themselves. Because at the end of the day, everybody gotta eat. I hope I see y'all in the next one. Catch y'all later. Deuces.
Yeah. Kingdom grind.